I am just giving people a couple more minutes to get on in, get on in, get on in. People time to get on in here. Um, Super quick. Make sure that in 1 minute you can see me on YouTube or Facebook too. Um, well, I miss you, Miss J White. Hey, Audrey, you can hear me. Can you see me though? I am doing my best, girl. I'm so glad to see you on. All right. We're going to get started in a couple more minutes. I am just trying to give people time to get in. My streaming for my YouTube and my Facebook was giving me some issues, so it's not showing. So, oh, good. You can see me. Wonderful. I can't see me, so as long as you can see me, that's all that matters. All right. So I guess if somebody can see me, that's all that matters, huh? We'll just keep it moving. I'm not even gonna stress about it. So make me nervous. I don't know what y'all can see, what you can't see. um, but it is now 8:35, the time that I said I was going to start on Facebook and YouTube. Guess what? Happy New Year! Happy New Year, y'all! Ooh, I wish I had like my little stringers and stuff, but I didn't do nothing for New Year's. I sat in the house on the couch. Uh, so, uh, yeah, I hope y'all had a good New Year. Hope everything is starting out wonderful. I know Audrey here went and lived it up, so I'm so happy to see you back on, Mama. So good to see your face in the place online. Um, it is. Guess what it is? It's Monday, Monday, Monday. I am here. I am here to give you all of this Monday loving on a new year in a new way, the best way that God has given it to me. So I pray that on today, y'all ready to interact because I'm all about interacting, y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. We are interacting. You hear me? So I hope you're ready for your mid-month fill up. It is time for your mid-month fill up. I am doing okay. This body is not where it needs to be, but that's okay. But I was doing some celebrating because since May of 2022 until now, I am down 30 pounds. I am, y'all. So celebration to Quita. Celebration for Quita. I'm down 30 pounds. I feel like I need to do at least another 10 more pounds to get these arms down. But if not, somebody gonna love all of this. You hear? So, for those of you, if it is your first time coming on, or you are loved up, cuddled up, snuggled up next to somebody that you love, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you once again for coming back in 2023 to get more of this love and more of this, more of the opportunity to really grasp resiliency and how it can change and grow your life. So, if it is your first time, or even if it's not, and you just happen to be jumping on in every second and fourth Monday of the month, unless God sees fit to grant me more opportunities and more time, it will be every second and fourth Monday as we come back and we use quirky, crazy topics and we say, how can we become a more resilient you? And with that, it's just giving a different perspective. And it's still on resiliency, but just talking about it in a different way. And so, without further ado, my goal is to empower you on how to bounce back from whatever it is that you're going through. Because guess what, y'all? I've been going through. I've been trying to still put on a face, which is probably another reason why you have not seen my presence as much on social media. So, y'all keep praying for me. Yeah? Keep praying now, keep praying. It has been a lot. So I'm honored that you all have taken the time to stop by. So I will be ever so thankful and gracious with your time. And I will be mindful to stay on time and on topic, not to go crazy, okay? It's my first time of the year, so I'm excited. So also do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe if this is a teaching that you enjoy. You do find it value added to your life or to someone else's life, please just take 2 seconds, share it. It takes 2 seconds for you, but it means the world to me. So subscribe so that you don't miss none of this good teaching, and so that you won't miss any of the future information that is to come. So for my bi-weekly returnees that came for your bi-weekly fill up, all right, guess what? Our topic for today is the gift of change. And when you think of the gift of change, all right, team, you got my R2Cs, my Real Resilient Conversation crew. You know what we do. Tell me down in the chat. Take 2 seconds. Let me know your thoughts on what the gift of change has to do with resiliency. And for some, it's like it's a no-brainer, but for some, it's not. So just give me your perspective of what you think tonight's topic, what direction I'm gonna head down, because I'm truly interested in knowing what your thoughts are too, because I want to be interactive, if that makes sense, right? I see your comments. I appreciate y'all giving me my kudos on my outfit, on my weight loss journey. Half of that is on my stress journey, trying to learn how to release that thing and leave it at the feet of God. Y'all pray. Keep praying, you hear? New job got me stressed out. Keep praying, you hear? And then so while I'm waiting for you all to type down there in the chat on what you think tonight's topic has to do as in reference to the gift of change. What does that have to do with resiliency? Seems like an easy topic. Seems like an easy thought process. But while y'all are typing, how many of y'all actually enjoy change? Right? Because there's some, and I thought everybody liked a little change. Give you some money, I get some change back, I'm still getting some there. I don't lose it all. But not just that type of change. But what is it about change that you do enjoy, right? And right, Jay. Change can be stressful, but I'm gonna give you some reasons on why a little bit of stress can still take you to a whole lot of gain. So we're gonna talk about that here, because that's true. Because I guess what? This change with me getting out of the military, having something that was secure, that I knew was coming on the 1st and the 15th, to not even being paid since 15 November has changed my life. I promise you that. That change is stressful. You hear? It is stressful. It is um it is and it, okay, let me see. Change can cause loss. It can. Shelly said, not really, but change is needed sometimes. Right. So when we're talking about the change, y'all, my change in my weight, my change in my clothes, when I gained weight, all of those were changes. I had to figure out what to wear. I had to learn to appreciate this new body I was in. I had to learn how to deal with my body once I lost the weight, and then I had an extra look on this body that I didn't have before. There's changes, right? I moved to a new state. I'm in a new city. I'm in a new house. There's changes. And with changes, they're necessary, right? And we're going to talk about why change is a gift. Right. And so I was speaking with another friend of mine, and he was telling me that change is not good and change is bad. And what if, um, you know, those of melanated nature weren't taken from their homeland and weren't brought, the change of this outside influence had never come, maybe we would still be there. And I said, and at some point, melanated were still taking advantage of the melanated. So change still had to come, whether it had been on that side or on the side that we were introduced to. Change still has to happen. And so it's just like, let me talk about this. When we're talking about the gift of change, because we jumped on change real quick. Let's go back a little bit. Let's eat this one spoon at a time. How many people don't like gifts? Y'all like gifts. I know y'all like gifts. I know you did. I know you did. So tell I know y'all like gifts. So when you're talking about gifts, who don't like gifts? I know y'all all like gifts. So gift of time, the gift of money, the gift of helping out around the house, the gifts. We all likes the gifts. All right. Super quick says change can be. Audrey said change can be scary because it's the unknown. Absolutely, but it do keep things fresh and funky. How many of y'all been married for a long time? In the chat, tell me how long you've been married or you've been in a relationship for a long time. Right? You get tired of the same old thing. You be like, you gonna come to bed without your bonnet on tonight? you gonna wear them new pajamas I got you? You know? Right? At some point, we like a little change. We don't want you coming to bed. You just hop in the bed, you snoring, you done rolled over them. No, we want a little change. How about you smell good when you jump in the bed too. Right? Maybe I want you to tell me how good I look to you, not just me telling you how good you look to me. Whatever that might be. Change is not always bad. It is a gift. And let me tell you why. So I enjoy change for the most part. Because for me, stagnation is unhealthy. And when I say unhealthy, it's kind of like, y'all know pond water. I usually say that people moving as fast as pond water because pond water don't really move. And so I look at the idea of not changing as stagnant. And stagnant water usually harbors what? It brews, it festers bacteria. So then I look at bacteria as negative thinking, and bad vibes, low vibrations, harsh tones whenever somebody's speaking to you, abuse, neglect, those type of things. Y'all follow on where I'm going? And when you're talking about that stagnant, unhealthy, bacteria type of thinking, type of mindset, where do you think it's gonna cause some type of infection? Now it becomes your new norm until something changes, right? So what are some changes? Because it's a new year. So what type of changes have y'all decided need to happen this year? It's 2023. I know a lot of people have made New Year resolution. I didn't do that. You know why? Because I'm like, it's still winter solstice. I'm going to wait until June, my birthday. That's when I'm going to go ahead and this is now the middle of the year. What can I do to change from what I started at the beginning of 2023 into, right? What am I going to do different? And so that bacteria thing is telling you things is not going to work. This relationship's not going to work. I don't know why I should put in any effort to make any changes, right? That is where that negative bacteria is just festering and brewing in your mind. It's telling you that you don't deserve it, right? So making a decision or not making a decision is still a decision. And just letting things happen and sitting still and not trying to do anything that is in the process of moving, right, in a moving trajectory. It is not changing who you are, what you're doing, right? It leaves the opportunity for what? For bacteria to continue to grow. And I'm looking at the people like Audrey, who's been married 18 years on the 18th. So happy anniversary. Thank you so much for joining. I know you could be anywhere else, so thank you. Almost on your 18th year anniversary. Guess what? She said she still got to keep it fresh. That means that they're constantly learning about each other. They constantly changing, constantly evolving. What happens if you plant a seed and nothing happens? Then you're like, oh, that seed is a bad seed. Maybe it's the environment. Maybe it's not the right mindset. Maybe you're not talking positive to it. There's so much that can be happening behind the scenes before you say that seed is bad. So the same thing with our thoughts and our opportunity for change. If we automatically say change is bad, we have automatically shut down the chance to find out what's better. Does that make sense? I am going to give you the top 5. So there's more than that, but I'm going to give y'all the top 5 reasons why I believe people resist change. Okay? Tell me if I'm wrong. Y'all give me y'all thoughts down there in the chat. So number 1, I think it's the fear of being different. Right? So the job that I'm doing now is not ideal for my body, right? However, the opportunity or the chance for it to take me to a different level financially, with that financial freedom, is something that I'm like, okay, at least let me try. I'm willing to take the chance. And if this change that I'm trying out, this pushing that I'm doing for myself, it's kind of like not a windmill, I guess a water mill. You know how there's still something on the inside, but the wheel continues to turn the water to push it forward. You have to be pushing sometimes, and you're still going to be looking different. And people are going to be like, why are you doing that? Why would you subject yourself to that? But it doesn't matter if I'm different. Because I'm made to stand out. Y'all should see how they look at me when I walk in the office every day. They like, girl, you got to be a fashion model or something. I'm like, or something. Because I'm like, if I'm getting ready to be an owner of a company, then guess what needs to happen? I'm going to look like I'm already the owner. When I walk in the building, they need to question if she owns something in here. They don't need to know that I'm building up to it. I'm going to walk in there like I already own something. My mindset is that I am different, and so I should be different. So my gift of change is Quita's different than the rest of y'all coming in here looking like y'all don't care nothing about yourself. Right? It's a big building. It got 4 floors. They have no idea where I belong. Number 2, the fear of being overwhelmed and stressed. I've been dealing with that, y'all, for the last 6-7 months. It's overwhelming to go to a whole nother state. You don't already have stuff lined up. You don't have a job lined up. everything is, I don't know. That means you might have to lean and depend on other people, other things, the stress of it, the change on the other side, the testimony on the other side is what's going to make the difference, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's just how I view it. Number three, the fear of departing from status quo. Status quo say that we work 9 to 5, we get a job, we go home, we work, we come back, we do it again. We don't own nothing. That's the status quo, right? Most people don't want to own nothing because they don't want to have to deal with the stress behind it. They don't want to deal with the finances. They don't want to deal with payroll. They don't want to have to deal with personality issues. So then they're like, I just prefer to just, let me just do the basics. I'm still getting the paycheck. I still got this coming in. Let me be, right? That overwhelming and stress is exactly what needs to happen, right? In order for you to go ahead. Number four would be lack of trust in your own decision making. Y'all about to throw up in my mouth when I thought about it. I always worry, am I making the right decision? Am I doing this out of because I'm thinking, Quita, you might be alone for the rest of your life. Now that negative bacteria type of thinking tried to interfere with my decision making. Does that make sense? That makes sense, y'all? So whenever you're talking about trusting in your own decision, are you, for those of you who are not of Christian nature, are you looking to a higher power in order to help you to make the right decision? And whatever decision you make, do you not know that God is still leading you in the way that's going to be best for you in the end? It might be a little bumpy, like we're going to talk about later on, but it's still a necessary ride. Okay. And number 5, for top reasons why I think people resist change, would be, like I said, new set of possibilities and problems that come along with it. If I move to a new state, what if? If I go to in a new relationship, what if? If I do this, what if? It's all the what ifs. And what I used to say a long time ago, if what if was a fifth, baby, we all be drunk. It's plenty of what ifs, right? It's the new set of possibilities and problems. But most people don't look at the possibilities. They focus on what? The problems, because of the bacteria infested mindset. Okay. So now that I gave you my top 5, let me give you 10 reasons why change is good. That thing can be good. You know how you go and get your favorite thing to eat, like some crab legs, and you just sitting there and the butter's dripping on down your arm, and you like, this is the best thing. Oh, jeez. It's the best thing. Let me tell you why change is good. Move forward in life and experiences. You get the opportunity to see new things, new exciting things, new opportunities. When you are stagnant, that pond that's just sitting there, what else do you think everything in that pond sees? The same things that's surrounding it every day. What do you think those that live in the river get to see? It's something different every day. It's new opportunity. They can get off here, jump off here, see this a little while, jump back on, see something else. What are you doing in order to keep moving? You gotta be with change. You gotta see the change in order for you to move to something better. What if you were stuck on the same rock all your life? All you know is what's on that rock. You think what's on that rock is the best thing since sliced bread. However, your cousin done called you that's been traveling on this river and like, oh, I've been here. I done went on a cruise. Hey, I went on a cruise. I went to go visit this person, my cousin over here. Oh my goodness, they got this going on in this state. Oh, and then I went home and then I happened to see somebody else. Oh, they got a new business. I went to go over there and explore that. What are you doing? You got to move forward in life in order to see. You got to be willing to make and accept change in order to see new opportunities, right? So that was number one, moving forward in life and experience new exciting things, new opportunities. All right. Number two, um, improve your quality of life. How do you think whenever you see millionaires and billionaires and you like, oh, if I could have that life, what do you think they had to do? They had to make some changes. They had to accept change. That means they had to get up. They had to sacrifice some time. They had to get up early in the morning. They got to be up prepping and doing whatever they need to do 3, 4, 5 in the morning. When we are hitting the snooze, hitting the snooze, hitting the snooze. And you notice I said we because I still do it. Right? We are losing on we're losing out on the quality of life. There is so many things for us to enjoy. The way that we live, the way that we view things, the way that we earn money, new jobs, new businesses, new freedoms, new relationships, new children, whatever that might be. Your new. Number two is improve your quality of life for that new. I want you to feel that you're improving whatever your quality of life might be. It may, like I said, be a financial thing, and it may be a relationship thing. I mean, y'all, I have not held anything back from y'all. Me not having a husband, I've been doing things on my own, my way for some time. So I don't have to adjust. However, if God was to bless me with a husband right now and I had to make a move, then I got to make a move. I'm ready for this change. It's a gift. The gift is what I've been asking for. So now I have to be prepared to receive it. There's going to have to be some things that you're willing to give up in order to get the gift, right? How many of y'all have gotten a gift and then you're like, but I already got this, but the gift is something newer? Okay, I'm jumping. This ain't good already. So, okay, number three, like what I was just saying, replace the old with the new. I already got this. But how, all right, pajamas. How many of y'all probably got pajamas for the holidays? And then you like, but I already got some pajamas, kind of like this, but these are different. The other ones you got, they got holes in them. The thread is coming off at the bottom. The elastic ain't really holding in the waist no more. But you want to hold on to it. It's time to replace the old with the new. Once again, get you some new and improved clothes, relationships, whether that be business, work, friendships, intimate relationships. If it ain't happening, it's not causing you to continue on that upward channel, you need to work it out or you need to move out. I said it. Because some things are unhealthy mentally and emotionally. Number 4 would be emotions. Reasons why change is good is because it's healthy for your emotions. Release the doom and the gloom, right? Let me tell y'all something. I have been in pain all day. However, I went into work, same smile on my face, greeted everybody, looked good, and then I left. And then I ran around, did errands, and then I came back to the house just to sit in the house by myself and say, oh God, I still have the show tonight. Give me strength to make it through. Just so I can be here with y'all because I missed y'all. I did. I had to release the doom and the gloom in order for me to make space for freedom, happiness, joy, this interaction that I get to share with y'all on tonight. It means more to me to be here and to be able to express these things and share these things with y'all than for me to sit in my doom and gloom and say, oh, woe is me. Y'all hear what I'm saying? That makes sense? So number 5 would be monotony. And I'm speeding up just a little bit because I know I'm a little close to my time. Monotony. Some people like to do the same thing. You get up, you go to work, you eat, you drink, you come back home, you make dinner, you clean the kitchen, you do your chores, you put the kids down, and you go to sleep. You're doing the same thing. That monotony now causes problems in your relationships, now causes problem in your mental health, now causes, right? Get out of that monotony stage. Find you some new adventures. Find you some new things to go and try, new food to try, new places to explore. How many of y'all have really been a tourist in your city? That's what I do. I go to these hotels and I'm like, can you show me where all the little tourist flyers are? Because now I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't even know that was here. Oh, I didn't know this was here either. Oh, I can go and try that. All right. Number 6 would be, like I said, your attitude, to become more humble and grateful. And the reason why change, I said, is good is because then it gives you a new perspective on life. Whenever you are going to go see people who didn't make it through 2022, you are reflecting on the people who want to have children and can't have children, and yet you got another one. Change is good for you to see another person and say, you know what, let me be thankful for this child that is screaming at the top of their lungs, keeping me up until 4 in the morning, because someone else wishes they had the same problems I have right now. Right? I'm one of them people. Number 7, change brings on a new sense of security and your reason to live, right? Your new zest for life. Those that have been in car accidents, I've heard people say, I was in a car accident, I didn't think I was going to make it. Now all the things that I took for granted, I'm doing every day. They are enjoying the traffic. They're enjoying the fresh air. They're enjoying the ability to walk when at one point they were told they would never walk again, right? It gives you a new zest. But the change, sometimes the things that we like, but why this person? It had to happen so they could help be a inspiration to somebody else, right? Because somebody said, I just don't understand how you ended up with fibromyalgia. You're such a good person. Why would you have to go through that and have to deal with this pain on a daily basis? And I said, if I had not, who knows where I would have been? I would probably be a whole cut up fool. You hear me? And God said, no, let me slow you down because you don't know how to slow down. So now I got to slow you down on purpose. Whatever the reason might be, in my mind, that's all right. Well, sit on down somewhere, Quita. Right? Because, like I said, there's someone right now who wishes that they had the problems that you have. They have the bills that you have. And you're like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to do it. And they like, that's all that you owe? That's all that you worried about? Let me tell you about this, right? And because one of the things that I do with my new job is that I work with breast cancer foundations, and we receive donations, and it's always somebody that's like, you never know, it could be you. The 760 women and the 9 men that hear the unfortunate news every 30 seconds, and then I'm looking at these men and I'm saying, but it could be you, sir. It could be you, sir. And they just say, like, me, I got pecs, I don't have breasts. Yes, sir, you do. Right? And it's just making sure that they take the time out to appreciate life. Number 8 would be that internal change. Internal change. It's the new year for those of you who started out the new year with the new year, new me. Internal change should have been the number 1 thing. Better person by focusing on your own goals, whether that be personal or professional. Whatever your goals are, I like to do a daily goal. I like to do a weekly goal, just to keep myself accountable to myself on how to become better. I can't become a better wife or a mother if I don't make sure that I am focusing on those goals now, before I am even in a relationship, before I even am pregnant with a child. That's just me. Everybody do things different, right? Taking the time to listen to things like this. So this is why I'm so grateful for those of you that take the time out to listen in. Those that take time to listen out to things to help change their mindset, open up their ears to hear a different perspective, and then see if they can internalize it and make it a part of their day-to-day. These are the people that have goals and they know how to set them. They know how to meet their goals. And then they feel like they are more on track to becoming exactly what it is they have set out to be. Number 9, let's talk about that new possibilities again. Endless, endless, endless possibilities if you are willing to change. You have to be willing to change. You can't keep doing the same thing. I am not the same person I was last week, last month, last year, last 10 years. We go back 10 years ago, y'all. Some stuff going on then. So, so then I'm like, that jumps right into number 10. Looking at the innovations in life. Y'all, think about it. Y'all are sitting in your living room, in the bathroom, on the couch, at work, on your lunch break, wherever, in the parking lot, listening, driving, listening. Do y'all realize that 10, 20 years ago, we did not have this? We didn't have this. We were still doing dial up, AOL, chat rooms. We were still doing the bare minimum, right? 20 years ago. 20, 30 years ago. 30 years ago, who had a computer at their house? I promise you it wouldn't be nobody teleworking, working from home. Without change. Y'all hear me? Without change. We still be using typewriters. We still be writing handheld notes. Right. Blackplanet.com. Oh, damn. Girl, you took me back. MySpace. Right? No online shopping for all of us online shoppers. It sure wouldn't be no Amazon. Y'all sure wouldn't be getting stuff the next day, 2 days later. We'll still be doing like we did with Wish, trying to remember, I ordered this? When did I order this? When they still was ordering out the magazines, the Sears catalog. So once again, change makes us stronger. Not just on a physical nature, but on a mental and emotional nature level. Okay. Change allows us to see things and experience things, places, people on a deeper level. What are you doing to welcome in change? What are you doing to say, I think I'm going to think about change in a different way. I ain't going to think it's crazy. Maybe I am going to get out my little pond and I'm going to actually go with the flow. I'm going to go wherever this river is going to take me. Let me see some different things. Let me see things differently. Let me imagine life. And now I don't have to imagine it. Now I can reach out and touch life in a different way. Does that make sense? And once again, y'all going to experience some bumps in the road because it's part of it. That's part of the journey. Everything is not going to be perfect. And if you think about it, the river is consistent. It is steady going to go. So no matter what's in the way, it's going to get ran over or ran through. No matter if you are a rock or the river, let me tell you something, that rock is still going to get broken down eventually over by that river. The river is going to continue to pound on it and it's going to create a pathway. Eventually, it's going to eat away at that rock because it's consistent. It's going to continue to move. That rock that's stagnant and staying still, guess what happens? It's going to get ran over. It's going to change. But now, guess what? Now it has become kind of like how that bacteria was that I was talking about earlier. Because now it's like, look at how this river has ran over me and changed me and got me looking odd. You either gotta, baby, if you the rock, either I'm gonna run you over or you gonna change. Because you're gonna have to change. So for me, every time I interact with somebody, I say, I want to leave you better than the way I met you. When I leave relationships, I say, how can I leave you better than how I met you? Have I been able to give you more love, more affection, more attention? Have I been able to show you what good friendships are like, what laughter still feels like? Like, what have I done to leave you feeling like I have brought you a gift? And my presence has still brought about a change, right? So we all going through a change. I promise we all going through a change. I hope that you do not continue to be the same person that you were yesterday, that this message has really made you take the time out to really reevaluate and really reassess where you are, where you want to go, and what your next move is going to be. All right. And in the words of Now My New Job, can you use it? And the answer, of course, would be yes. Uh, so, are you ready for the gift that's on the other side of change? Is my question to you today. Are you ready for the gift that is on the other side of change? And I have gone over my time only by 7 minutes. I hope that y'all enjoyed tonight's topic. I really hope that it was something that I said something that jump started your resiliency to become a more resilient, more empowered, better you. And if I have said something and it did make sense and it did click, please, please, please. It takes only 2 seconds for you to do, but it means the world to me. Please like, share, and subscribe so that way other people will have the opportunity to hear the same message that you heard on tonight. So with that being said, we coming back on when? Do y'all know when yet? No? Maybe? The 23rd of January. 23rd of January, 8:30, y'all. Remember, we changed the time. I gave 30 more minutes. This new job, I don't get home enough time. So give you a little bit. So 8:30 on the 23rd of January. And our topic is, how is my vision? You know how you go to the doctor's offices and you be like, man, it just don't seem right. Stuff still seem fuzzy. Ooh, it's going to be so good, y'all. I already know it's going to be juicy. So come back on the 23rd of January. We are talking about how is my vision. And once again, it's always going to be, I'm giving you the little cheat code. So don't miss it. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Yes, you're right, Bobby. It is 9:30 Eastern time, 8:30 Central Standard Time. I appreciate you, sir. I am I'm so excited to see y'all on the next time. So until then, love, peace, joy, and happiness. I pray nothing but the best of your success. Until the next time. See y'all later.